Good afternoon, everyone. Today's lesson is going to be on triangles and specifically, how do you find the measure of an angle? Well, first, to start off, a triangle, all the interior angles have to equal 180. So all the measurements, in this case, you have 90, and then you have 90, that equals 180. Now, in order to find a measurement of a triangle, there's a couple things. One is simply, and there's two ways you could do this. Let's say one side, angle A is 40, and let's say angle B is 60. I'm gonna write 60 here. And so you want to find out what is the measure of angle C. Two ways to do it. One, you could just simply add 60 plus 40. 0, 6 plus 4 is 10, and that gives you 100. Since you now know it has to equal 80, you could simply do 180 minus 100, and that will give you 80. So x is equal to 80. That's one way. If you wanted to do the algebra way, you can erase all this, and you would simply do this here. Okay. You would simply do 40 plus 60 plus x is equal to 180. This will give you the same answer. 40 plus 60 is 100 plus x is equal to 180. And then just like you solve a regular equation, subtract 100 from this side, subtract 100 from this side. That cancels. X is equal to 80. So that's how you find the measurement of a missing angle in a triangle. All sides have to equal to 180. So you just have to make sure that your missing number helps you get to 180. Now, here's one triangle I want to show you about. What if you have a triangle like this? Now, there's different types of triangles. I didn't go through all the classifications here. You have an equilateral where all sides are equal. You have an isosceles where two sides are equal in length. And then you also have a scalene where no sides are equal. But for the purposes of this assignment, we're going to look at the total measurement and how you find a missing angle. This is a special triangle. This is called a right triangle. Now, you know it's a right triangle with that little window right here. That's like a little window. And that is equal to 90 degrees. Oh, sorry, I wrote percent. That's equal to 90 degrees. There we go. So let's say you have a problem here and you see the little window, so you know that's 90, and they only give you, let's say, 50. And they're telling you solve for x. And you're probably like, how would I do that? Easy. Because of that window, that means this side is a 90. So you want to add up 90 plus 50, bring down to 0. 9 plus 5 is going to be 114. So that's 140. Then you do 180 minus 140 gives you 40. So x is equal to 40 degrees. So that's a right triangle. And since I'm on this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you all. So I'm going to erase this. I'm going to go ahead and give you the different classifications. At first, I wasn't going to, but I realized I am, because this could help you knowing what to do with certain triangles, although all of them, the measure of the angles have to equal to 180. And that's the big key there. So here's a quick classification of the triangles. We have equilateral. So we have this. We have 60, 60, 60. That's called a equilateral. All sides are the same. So that's one type. The next type is called an isosceles triangle, where you have one side, let's say that's 30, and you have two sides that are similar, 75, 75. That's called an isosceles. And then the third type, and again, there's more classifications when it comes to triangles. You have an acute, where they measure less than 90. You have obtuse, which is an angle greater than 90 degrees. But for the sake of our examples, we just want to go over the main three: equilateral, isosceles, and here's a scalene. A scalene, and these little marks mean that they are perpendicular and they're equal. So you say you have different marks. You have a 3, you have a 2, you have a 1. That means no sides are the same. And this is called a scalene triangle. So there you have it. All sides of a triangle, when you add them up, they should equal to 180. Equilateral, all equal on one side. Isosceles, two sides are equal and one is different. And a scalene, no sides are equal. And remember, this triangle here with the little window, little box, that is called a right triangle, and that equals 90 degrees. All right. I hope this video made sense. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.